in the fires of open prayer, with boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare. Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea. This our native land. We pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and race find an equal place.
And may God bless our nation.
Good morning. Welcome to Breaking Dawn. And good morning to you, people. Good morning. Welcome to Breaking Dawn. It's a Saturday morning edition of Breaking Dawn. Could you believe it? They got me to get up early this morning on the weekend. The only time I get to sleep late to do our Breaking Dawn this morning. So I tell you what, the weather is beautiful. Blue skies, man. White clouds. So we're good to go. All right. And of course, that beautiful beach in the background, which I will take a dip in later today. All right. We got a few things to cover. Of course, we are here bringing all of the action of Antigua and Barbados Carnival 2025. And, Melting Pot was on Thursday. We didn't get to give you the vibes of Melting Pot in terms of, the crowd, the whole vibe itself of the fete. And also Marshall Montano, who headlined the fete. Well, we got an interview with him, D-Life did. And he sat down with D-Life and they had a chat. So we're going to get that to you in just a little bit. There was also some information coming out from is it the representative for Panorama? Right. They spoke about the Panorama, which will take place later tonight. All right, so Pan is tonight. And last year when I was here for the Panorama, one of the things that was very interesting was the fact that there was a lot of young people. It was 90% youths, all right, that was participating in the steel pan competition. Then, of course, we also have a little word from the director at the festivals committee. That was Melting Pot. Yeah, man. So that was the vibe at Melting Pot there. As you see, who is that on stage for you? That is Triple K. That Benji. Yeah, that was Benji. Yeah, man. Well, of course, Benji did his thing at Melting Pot, and we'll get you some of the other highlights. As you can see, packed. This is the big one on the Thursday. So Antigua Recreation Ground would have been packed. And all of the performances, top of the line. I would imagine Claudette Peters, Tian Winter, all of them would have been there, including, well, of course, the man that brought down the show, Marshall Montano. All right, so we're going to get you all of that information and the vibe of the carnival here and all that's been going on, there was some interviews yesterday that D-Life was able to conduct while we were doing our live show. ABS, which is the local news station here, they were at the Antigua Recreation Ground, and they had a few guests that was interviewed by D-Life. So we're going to get you some of that because we want to get all the information out there. Lord Nelson, who is here, he touched on, I think it was on Thursday. Today's what, Saturday? Yeah, he would have touched on Thursday. Yeah. No, well, you know how long we do a show we don't usually do a show on a Saturday, you know. I could have mistaken for Monday easily. Right, so Lord Nelson, I think, touched on Thursday. That's Claudette Peters there. And she performed at the Antigua Recreation Ground yesterday during the ABS morning show, which D-Life had the opportunity to pass through and grab some interviews and so on and so forth. So we're going to hear from a lot of them this morning. That's what the show is going to be built around this morning, is bringing Antigua Carnival to you as it happened, all right, or happens, because this morning as well there is a huge fete. It's called Rise, all right, so we might get a little link from Rise with D-Life. I'll find out about that during the break, see what's going on down there. I know they headed out this morning to head to Rise, and Rise usually, Rise in full throttle right now. Yeah. Rise in full throttle. All right. And that is like a Juve morning fete with water and paint and everything like that, right? So that is Rise. And later on tonight, like I said, Panorama. And Panorama takes us straight into the big breakfast fete 268 that happens on Sunday morning. And then from that goes from Sunday morning all the way into the evening. And then straight from that, you have the Party Monarch. They do it kind of reverse here. Whereas Friday is Fantastic Friday in Trinidad and Tobago. That would have been the night for the Soca Monarch. Friday night here is Calypso Monarch. And then Saturday is Panorama. And Sunday is the Soca Monarch or Party Monarch. And that takes, from the Party Monarch, they go straight into Juve. Right after breakfast fete, you go straight to the Party Monarch. You go home, you bathe and change and thing, of course. And you head to the Party Monarch. And from the Party Monarch, because that goes into the hours of the morning, you go straight to Juve. And that's how they do it here in Antigua. All right? So I tell you what, we're 8 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. We will hear from Mr. O'Brien Haynes as well, the general manager at Synergy TV, who is in Barbados. And I understand he's at an event this morning. Is he? He's at an event this morning. Was that? 4-day morning. 4-day morning is the name of the event? Like Chris, you was there, boy. Like you performed last year, Chris Garcia, you know. Yeah. Oh, it's a Juve vibe, but that's too young for Obi. Obi can't be in that. Obi can't be in that. And then, yeah. That's too young for Obi. That's too young for Obi. Why is he in there? It's finishing at 8 o'clock. All right. We're going to touch base with D-Life as well, see if we get some information coming out of Rise here in Antigua. All right. So what we're going to do, we are going to take the first break. And when we come back from the break, because oh God, at least I could give all this some headlines in the paper, right? Let me give all of that before we go to the break. Just the headlines. Let me just touch base and see what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago. Wow. I saw this headline yesterday where the Port of Spain Corporation wants to have the Columbus statue removed from the square and then give the square a new name. Now, keep in mind, this is not the government of Trinidad and Tobago who want to do this. This is the Port of Spain Corporation. Remember, they removed the ships from the coat of arms and all kind of thing under the former Prime Minister. So now the Port of Spain Corporation going a step further. They want to remove the Columbus statue from the square. However, you understand? However, the First People's Chief, right, the First People's Chief has come out and said, destroying the Columbus statue will not erase history. But it's not about, it don't even have anything to do with erasing history. He's part of history. Whether you want that, whether you like it or not, Columbus is part of history. If he isn't, why the hell are they teaching it in school? Well then, you understand what I'm saying? I went to school, we learned everything about Columbus. You understand? He's part of history. So whether you like it or not, the Columbus era was part of Trinidad and Tobago's history and other histories across the world in terms of other countries. So removing the I don't understand. But look, that ain't gonna change the price of cocoa, you know. SOE regulations updated. Central Bank Governor meets business stakeholders. TSTT's Future Leaders Program to benefit 600 youths. Right? Appeal court victory for PSA. Huh? But that was why. That's not. The Court of Appeal has ruled that the special tribunal overstepped its legal authority when it decided to make salary awards for civil servants beyond the years that were actually in dispute between the government and the Public Services Association. That's in the paper this morning. Wow. All right. State seizes over 100,000 after 2019 human trafficking bust. What else we got here? Well, I don't talk about the Columbus thing. Look, Shooter and the NPTA. Right? The same Lumpkin. Remember somebody calling yesterday and said, well, we ain't here from Lumpkin yet. Lumpkin and Shooter, along with the NPTA, has welcomed the extended vacation. And why not? An extra week over at Lumpkin? Yeah. Yeah, you want 10% for that? All right. All right, so those are some of the headlines in the paper. Yeah, you see African fashion takes over Port of Spain. What else we have? Well, that's it. That's basically it in the paper this morning. Oh, Lord. So I tell you what, keep it right here, because when we come back, we will have that interview with Marshal Montano, where the Life sat and spoke with him. And then we're going to hear from some of the fine folks who are part of the organization of Antigua and Barbados Carnival, including the Festivals Committee Director and others. In terms of Panorama, we might get a performance, or we might be able to take in a little performance from Claudette Peters, the Queen of Soca here on the island. So stay tuned. We will be back after this.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Welcome to South Point Hotel Barbados, your gateway to a luxury oasis of tranquility, comfort, and impeccable service. Nestled along the popular south coast of Barbados, South Point Hotel is a true haven for those seeking relaxation, rejuvenation, and unforgettable experiences. From the moment you arrive, you'll be enveloped by an ambiance of serenity that effortlessly blends with the stunning flora and fauna surrounding you. The accommodations are spacious, elegant, and thoughtfully designed to ensure maximum comfort. Each room offers a perfect retreat where you can unwind, rejuvenate, and be pampered with the exceptional service of attentive staff. Indulge in the extraordinary at Driftwood, the in-house restaurant, where culinary excellence meets coastal charm. Driftwood's menu is a celebration of fresh, local ingredients, expertly crafted to create a dining experience that will take your palate on a delightful gastronomic journey the Bajan way. Whether you're here to relax by the pool, enjoy a delicious meal, or explore the enchanting beaches nearby, every moment at South Point Hotel is crafted to exceed your expectations. Book your stay today and immerse yourself in the luxury oasis that South Point Hotel offers. Discover a destination where every detail is thoughtfully curated for your enjoyment. South Point Hotel Barbados, creating memories that last a lifetime. For reservations, email them at reservations@southpointhotelbarbados.com or call 1246-424-7744 or check out the website www.southpointbarbados.com.
I'm looking for a magic for this disaster of a war.
You need a master plan.
A what?
Kaleidoscope Weather Master Exterior Latex Emulsion. It stands up to our wicked sun and crazy rain. It shields against fading, protects against mildew, and is crack resistant. This paint so tough that it is tried and tested against British standards and formulated with European raw material.
Kaleidoscope Weathermaster Exterior Latex Emulsion, the premium outdoor paint that protects and shields against fading. Available at hardware and Kaleidoscope color shops nationwide.
All right, people, so we're back on Breaking Dawn this morning. We're 18 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And Melting Pot. I was talking about Melting Pot before we went to the break. And Melting Pot is the government's big fit here on the island for Carnival, right? This is some of the footage here. Like I said, we got Benji, who's on the stage there. That's Triple K. But Marshall Montano headlined Melting Pot. And after his performance, D-Life got the opportunity to sit with him and chat with him. So I want to take you to that interview right about now. And when we come back from that, we got some other, we got more information to give you coming out of Antigua and Barbuda as it relates to the Carnival 2025 and everything that's developing here leading up to Carnival Monday and Tuesday. All right, take us to Marshall's interview.
Here, Melting Pot, one of the biggest events for Antigua Carnival. And they're celebrating this monumental moment. We have the man himself, Marshall Montano. 43 years, brother, doing this thing. I have one question to start it off. How do you feel? How do you see yourself as having gotten to where you are?
I mean,
today.
I feel gratitude is the most important feeling every day you wake up. You're really grateful to have such a long career that you could not have dreamed of. You know, I always remember stopping when it was about the 40th year in Guyana and seeing lines of people coming to the stadium, cars for miles, and I come out my bedroom and I see they coming to see me, and that feeling just take me back to Too Young to Soca, that I could not have dreamt of that. So like Antigua is a place I tell them I've been coming for years, and it's been a foundation part in my career. Watching the Burning Flames since you're a small family, and and I as Panasonic Express, we watch the Burning Flames, we learn every song, we learn how to make music and how to perform from them. I grew up singing in the Spectacular Forum Calypso
Right.
10 alongside men like Swallow, Fire in the Backseat.
Yep.
So Antigua had a certain type of soca.
Yeah.
So we had the foundation from many different islands, but here was special. We've been coming here, so to come here after 43 years and have that kind of audience and sing along all the songs, I just feel in gratitude. Real grateful.
Open it up to Trinidad. Oh, you want me to? Oh, you find a start good. I wanted to describe, Marshall, your most memorable performance to date.
Most memorable performance?
Most memorable.
Wow. I mean, it have many of them in different categories.
Right.
Singing Dream Girl 1987 Caribbean Song Festival and coming first without expecting that.
Wow.
Barclays Center in New York the other day.
Yes.
Selling it out, and I mean, we have Barclays Center coming up on August the 24th.
I'll be there.
I'm excited for that, but I'll never forget the 2 nights in Madison Square Garden in New York.
Yes.
When we did back-to-back shows with Peter Minshall, and it's the first time I see so much West Indians from every island, every flag, and that felt like a oneness. It's great to come in the Caribbean islands because tonight you're seeing Dominica, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, Jamaica, Grenada out there, Virgin Islands. So people traveling to all the carnivals.
Yeah.
But when you see we hit big arenas, global arenas, and the Caribbean come out, that is do something inside of me that is beyond being Trini. I feel broader. I feel more than I am, I feel like I have all the islands. And I really big up my island fans because any island Marshall touching, they just say, wow, I'm an artist. They just treat me like it's a second home,
Yeah, man.
I'm just waiting for the real land and the real house. The real passport.
I like how you touched on the global part, right? Because we've been taking soca global for many years.
Yeah.
So how do you see like Antigua Carnival and the cultural identity of Antigua fitting into the broader like Caribbean and international soca movement?
Well, I think Antigua in the very early days played an important part. I went to school, so I might learn a little more history. I went to school to do my master's in Carnival Studies the other day, and one document was taking us as far back as Short Shirt, but also taking us back to one of the earliest pan sites from Antigua called Brute Force. Brute Force was one of the first pan sites to go to London, and that was the inspiration for Trinidad to organize their pan site, Tasco, to go. So it have a lot of history here, and soca doesn't really just symbolize Trinidad and Tobago alone. There was a movement of many islanders coming from the islands to Trinidad, adding something. I call the Bird in Flames because they had that tang 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 tang. You hear that in Look the band coming, showing Winchester. All of us use that bang 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 badang bang badang bang, the iron band sound.
Yes.
So Antigua has a specific rhythm and a specific style, and they did what they had to do. I feel that a next generation is coming because they have some young ones coming up. We pay tribute tonight to Ricardo Drew, who was stamping his name, but they have a lot of other ones coming up. Big up people like Claudia Peters and it just have names, T and Winter.
Yeah.
All these people are people who are young, but they have a new generation.
Yeah, they have a new generation.
And it come with a kind of bouillon.
Yep.
Dominica shining, right?
Yep.
But the Antigua have that style. The Virgin Islands have that style. Is what you call the island rhythm, the island style. So I feel that Antigua has played a role, and in this new generation, another role will come out if we keep watching, because now soca is poised to really go global. We have handled all our carnivals to a level where everybody comes now. This carnival belongs to a bunch of carnivals that stay rooted in the Emancipation Day, which is August the 1st, when carnival really was. Some moved to before Lent, in line with the religious festival of Lent, 2 days before Lent, and some like St. Vincent and Grenada move away because of the economics. I believe Antigua needs to consider that because it have Caribana this weekend and it have Crop Over this weekend. So sometimes it's hard for us to choose which one to go to when it's 3 in the same
But
weekend.
it have enough for we, man. It have enough for we.
Enough people, but still, I came to Antigua Carnival about 2 or 3 years ago, and I couldn't believe what I was experiencing on top of that truck going through the city. It was a different feeling.
Yeah, it's a different feeling.
So we just, when we going forward and we're thinking globally, We know it have enough, but we want all.
We want
We want all the people to come. So we had to kind of consider it from a marketing point of view and be free to, be creative, open-minded, and keep it going. But I really love what I saw in Antigua. The feeling and the vibes is like, something special.
No, accomplishing all what you accomplished over the years, from the titles to everything, to this year winning the Chutney Soca Monarch, to winning the road march. In your opinion, what it is that is next for you at this stage in your career?
Well, it's a beautiful stage for me. I think there's nothing more to prove. I've done it all to win 11 road marches and be up there with Lord Kitchener. It's a thing that I dreamt of, but I didn't know it would happen.
Yeah.
I didn't dream of winning the Calypso Monarch. I always wanted to, but I thought that was long gone. Lo and behold,
it
happened. Young brother never say it just happened. I didn't know how it happened. So you always know that you could aim for the moon and land among the stars. But sometimes you aim for the stars and you land on the moon. That was what that was like to me. So now I feel that I've done everything. There's still one elusive goal. I want to do an album that is for me. I don't think I have to do anything for the soca fans anymore, or win any more Soca Monarch, or win any more road march. There's a lot of young people coming up making great music for the road and for Carnival. I have some kind of expressions that I hear in my head that would not have worked in the Carnival space, but they still represent island music, soca music. I want that body of work to be Grammy worthy. That is my goal. I want it to be Grammy worthy. It mightn't win a Grammy because we don't have a category yet.
Right.
But I want it to be considered to be Grammy worthy. I have to say something. I feel Caribbean music is touch people in their soul and bring unity. In a time when we have 3 or 4 or 5 wars happening simultaneously in 2025, when we have so much technology, so much oneness, it's really strange to understand that we still fighting each other. So I would like to make a unity music and tackle some more serious topics other than a bottle of rum and
a wine
and a jump and a wave.
Right.
You have to do that when you want to come and fet and when you want to do Carnival music. But there is soca music that could exist outside of that. It will just take me a little time to adjust. Because the muscle memory. As soon as I start to produce, I want to get on.
You want to sing.
I want to go crazy. I want to get mad. Now is that time to get into your heart, look inward, and put some soca that you could close your eyes and rock to.
Yeah, man.
But it have a deeper meaning. I feel that we owe that to the world, and I'm going to go and try for that.
All right, that's a good one, man.
Yeah, I wanted to flip your question in reverse.
All right.
The monk, the movements, you're doing this for so long.
Yeah.
If there's one thing you could change and go back in the past and say, you know what, that's something I did that I could have done differently. In the soca Carnival arena, was that one thing you say, you know what, I would have changed the direction, boom, and go so instead of so?
You could fix anything in yesterday. You could jump in tomorrow and fix anything. The only thing you could fix is now.
Right.
And when I say no, where it gone?
It's done past already?
No. Not that moment, this moment.
Right.
Gone. No. You could only fix it now. So I have no regrets.
Okay.
There is nothing I will change.
Nothing.
I am grateful for where I am. I only live for what can I do today. I'm healthy. My body, my mind and my soul is very light and buoyant and excited for the future. So I want to change the parts of me that I could change if I could experiment and work with Rihanna, or work with Tyler, or work with Davido, Wizkid, Rema, you know what I mean, Burna Boy. I really want to make new relationships and forge ahead and take a page from the reggaeton world, take a page from the Afrobeats world, and gather all the Caribbean islands under one song. I don't want us competing for Bouillon versus Soca versus Bashment versus Denry segment versus Chap Chap. We do enough of that. We had enough years identifying what is ours and how good our own is, and everybody know it. The real magic now is if we could make something that all of us could own. 44 million people in the Caribbean. We need those numbers on a global scale. We need global concerts. We need O2 Arena, Marshall, sell out. You understand? We need Air Canada sent to the biggest venues in Canada. Sold out. Madison Square Garden, whether it's 33,000, I don't know how much is the big room, 18,000.
Yeah.
Whatever.
About 25,000.
Yeah, not this small room that we do.
We want the theater. We want the theater.
Big room.
We want the big room.
You understand? Sometimes what's the French music with T-Vice and all of them, compa. Sometimes the compa music selling out. I believe that we could do this together. We just have to make the kind of music, and I will take the time to do that now. So when I say I take any time, you mightn't see me all the time. Don't expect to see me everywhere. Antigua can't tell you the last time I was here. I was here last time for a little thing, but not like this. Maybe the days on stage. I don't come all the time. But when I come good, and then I go away to get better and come even better than the last time.
Now, Marshall, over the years, you have done considerable amount of shows. It seems like every year you put out something, it's gold. It resonates with people. What do you attribute to that, man? Because when you look at artists across the globe, right, your kind of success with when you put your mind and your body behind the music is a guaranteed hit for us, I should say. For us.
It is a hit, but it is a lot of shit to get to the hit. We don't hear it, we just don't release it.
They don't
Pardon my French. But honestly, I like to reinvent myself. And how I reinvent myself is finding the young people out there with fresh ideas and letting them lead. People like Full Blown. People like Travis World.
Yeah.
People like London Future.
Yes.
You know, people like Mevon who doing Party and Jeffers and Kyle Phillips and Casey Phillips, Barge and Republic. You understand? Precision. I just keep finding the youths who have the ideas. I embrace them and I let them tell me what I should be doing. And when they tell me what I should be doing, I just come in and tell them where it need a little fixing, a little polishing. I bring the experience. So I have 11 road marches, and it's probably 7 or 8 different producers, Colonel Roberts, you know, and they're all young, and some of them is their first road march ever. Up to this year, Party is Mevon's first road march, and he do come home with Skinny and Nyla. You know, he do Like Yourself for Patrice Roberts and Marshall.
Wow.
But Party was special and he won his road march. So I like to do that. The reinvention is not really doing anything new. It's finding people who are new to the game and have ideas and to work with them.
Yes, man. Yes, man. So we have a
My question, let you repeat yourself. Sorry, I just couldn't hear as clear.
I'll repeat it. Go ahead.
Yeah. You said coming to Antigua is always special. You stay away for a while, then when you come back, you try to be better than when you are before. Just elaborate on being special before we hear receiving the energy from the crowd here in Antigua.
Well, every time you come to Antigua, so you want to know what it is like coming back and it being special and staying away. That's like the ebb and the flow, the yin and the yang. If I was there every time, they would be accustomed. But every time I come to Antigua, the audience is different. It changed. Tonight is a much younger audience than regular. Sometimes the Antigua crowd hard to move. They stand up and they watch you, and they want you either go like burning flames and make you jump in the sea. If you don't make them jump in the sea, they watch you, and somebody had to figure them out. Tonight wasn't that. Tonight was a crowd singing every song. Was many islands, young people, all different races. That was something new to me. And then again, it had some new songs. I pull a little go low like a go-go. Yes, and we had things to celebrate like Ricardo True. They never had somebody like that breaking the barriers and coming to Trinidad and being on the main circuit in a while. And then we celebrated the 40th anniversary of Burning Flames. That don't happen every year. So there's always something special if you look at the moment and you observe. And I have come here enough. I come here for many different kinds of shows. Stage, you understand, melting pot, different styles. But it's paying attention to the vibration of the people. And I feel this is a positive moment. I would like to see more music from Antigua being made that have a passport. It could fly outside Antigua. I think a lot of the music, I listen to the mixes and they're focusing mainly on how Antigua do it. It's a trend that happening in the Caribbean too. Vinci making Vinci music, 100% made in Vinci. You know, Trinidad only making chab, you know, bouillon. But the bouillon music is being embraced by even Antigua, Barbados, Trinidad, St. Lucia. So there is something there in the beat. I think the bouillon beat is a beat that belongs to all the islands. That pack, if we watch it, all of us have it. So we just have to make music that is not just focused on our people alone, but talk to everybody and make music from the heart, you know?
Go ahead, yeah.
With your experience across the Caribbean, how do you see events like Melting Pot contributing to regional unity?
Well, I mean, I just said that this melting pot, just by the name alone, melting pot. If you look tonight, there are so many different islands represented with flags. I think it's not just the shows, but it's the fact that there are a lot of people from many different islands coming here to work, to do jobs. And a show like Melting Pot give them a big event to come out to. That's why Marshall will play a little reggae, a little bouillon, a little soca, you know.
You get them a little rock too, you know.
A little rock music.
You get them a little rock too.
So even the foreigners.
Yep.
So having a show called the Melting Pot is significant just by the name, because we want everybody to come out and we want them to, and not only different islands but different ages. All in the stand, people sitting down and watching, down on the ground, youths, you know.
Yeah, man.
These are the kind of shows where you have artists from the region, local, alongside artists like Marshall, and experienced people like Flames will come out. Young people feel very honored to be on the same stage, and they will remember, they will get to perform to a bigger audience. It will give them something to aspire to. So I, big up the promoters for putting on this Melting Pot event and for inviting me.
Yes, man. Go ahead, yeah.
So you've been challenged Antigua for many times since 1986 when you won the Top with Burning Flames. The first Melting Pot, you were the featured artist. The stage, the played out concert, Eyes Wide Shut, Caribbean Strong, Mist on the Road. So through all these experiences you've been to, what would you say is your favorite experience or what you love about coming back to Antigua?
My favorite experience is tonight. I live in the now.
Oh,
I tell you,
that was coming.
yesterday is gone. Tomorrow ain't come yet. I only know, and I am 100% satisfied with what I just experienced there. So that is my favorite moment. You understand? When I come back and you ask me again, it will be that moment.
The monk is now the NOW.
I roll him with that now. No, Marshall, I had an opportunity to talk to a lot of the earlier acts. A lot of the young acts, like you was talking about, you have Young Vice, upcoming Caution Band, all these, and Antigua is built, I'm realizing now Antigua have a lot of bands, youth bands, and every one of them had one thing to say. Sharing the stage and opening for you is somebody that they watch on TV. You is somebody, and it meant so much for them. Being able to come and open for you. In retrospect to that, how would you address them when it comes to something like?
Well, what you put in is what you get out. So if they put in that kind of focus to come and watch me,
right,
and come and actually perform next to me and try their best to be of the same standard and the same level, that is what life is about. You aspire to be better and better, and you look at the people who you idolize or the people who inspire you and see what it is that make them great. You don't want to do exactly what make them great, See what make them great, and then look at you and ask yourself, if that is his thing, what is my thing? Let my thing encourage you to look for your thing. Because by your thing you will be great. It's the only way you'll be original, you'll stand out. If they must take anything from me, take professionalism, take hard work, practice. I in some check here, learning go-go for an hour straight just to play 2 minutes of it.
Yeah.
You know? And it's about that. The success is in the details.
Yeah,
so
man.
I give them the props and I thank them for the honor, being honored to perform with me. But it's really about how great they will be.
I spoke earlier to your mom about the book.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the book, by the way.
Thank
and
you.
she told me that something that is it's in the works is it's a biopic about the book.
Yes. The book and this is cousins. And we've been working on the Marshall Montano documentary since 2015. We've been filming from 2015 to 2025. So that's 10 years.
10 years.
It was one of our biggest road marches, and now we come 10 years later with one of our biggest road marches again.
Right.
So we cannot track that journey. It's called the journey of a Soca King. It's really like a boss. How to do it like a boss. And we look at all the shows and what it takes and what Marshall go through behind the scenes, just to show the youth something. You know, this is the beginning, because we have the Marshall movie, and we have the Marshall book. But right now, you need to read Lady's book, which is the King of Soca, because it chronicles the journey of 4 decades.
Yes.
What happened in the Too Young to Soca and the Calypso days, what happened in the Ecstatic days, what happened in the Monk Band and their transformation, and then where Marshall is going now. But the documentary specifically will show you the ins and outs on a daily basis of what we live. And we want to put material like that out. It will come out this Carnival coming in Trinidad.
Oh, okay, so we get an exclusive there. Nice.
Yeah, so
all right.
look out for that. Yeah.
All right. Here, Melting Pot.
All right, man. That's Marshall Montano there, backstage after Melting Pot, chatting with D-Life and, of course, Andre Chukwan, otherwise known as Trini Jungle Juice, and other reporters or other journalists or fans that were in the room who got the opportunity to throw a couple questions at him. The man say he living in the now, boy. Eh? We ain't living in yesterday. Can't change yesterday, can't change tomorrow. We don't know what's coming. You gotta live in the now. All right? So, I taking that, man. We living in the now. And in the now, we going to a break. All right? So, we going to a break right now. We living in the now. You think so? Yeah, man. Much more to come. We have Miss Petley O'Keefe, who is the director of festivals, and we're going to hear from her when we return. We also have Mr. Just some of the things to come. Obi is going to join us via Zoom, but there are 2 interviews that I want to get to before we get to Obi at 7:10, and that is Petley, director of festivals, and Mr. Jerry Asker, all right, who spoke about the panorama, which is coming up later tonight. We also have little bits. Little bit should be done in a little bit. And, well, no pun intended there. No pun intended there, all right? But little bits will be here shortly. And we're going to hear from her. We are also expecting, according to D-Live gave me some information this morning. The Calypso Monarch competition was last night. And in the second hour, we're expecting the winner of the Calypso Monarch. I don't know that name that he sent, because I feel like he was half typing that when he was half asleep, half awake. GE space EV space Philip. We'll just go with Philip. Philip will be here. I don't know if it's a Mr. or Mrs., but they'll be here. All right? The Calypso Monarch with her. In the meantime, we'll take a short break. When we come back, you will hear from the director of festivals, Ms. Petley O'Keefe, and the head of Panorama, Mr. Jerry Asker. Stay tuned. It's Antigua Carnival 2025. It's Saturday morning breaking dawn. We're in full swing covering Antigua Carnival and Barbados Crop Over.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
The most powerful young astrologer from India, Master Sainath, will expert in palm reading, face reading, horoscope reading, gives life term protection for all kind of problems, court cases, husband and wife problems, negative energy, teenage issue, business problems, ex-love back, job issue, money problem, love marriage issue, health problem, reach great heights in career, jealousy, black magic, etc. He can be consulted to reunite with loved ones. All religions are welcome. Your visit will be private and confidential. Call now +186-8316-0148. Located in all over Trinidad.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Ready to unlock your potential? Welcome to Open Minds Education from preschool to high school. We bring expert tutoring right to your home 100%, with a stunning 450% growth in enrollment. We're transforming education with real results. At Open Minds, it's more than grades, we're building future leaders with academic and life skills. Don't wait. Call or WhatsApp 388-6635 or register now at www.openminds.education.com.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Leisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Leisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Leisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
All right, people, so we're back, and we are just about 9 minutes away from the hour of 7 o'clock. And just after the top of the hour, at around 7:10, we'll touch base with O'Brien Haynes, who is in Barbados Crop Over, and he'll give us a little update as to what is taking place there. But for now, as promised, when I told you when we come back from the break, you'll hear from the Director of Festivals, which is Miss Petley O'Keefe, and Mr. Jerry Asker, who dealt with the Panorama. Panorama is tonight, all right, at the Antigua Recreational Ground. So let's take it to Miss Petley O'Keefe first, Director of Festivals.
I love Carnival, the official opening T-shirt mask last week, Saturday, and I'm here joined with the director, Madam Petley O'Keefe, and we're going to just break things down for you, and she's going to tell us, hey, what's been happening and what is going to happen. Good morning, how you doing?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know, I'm a little bit tired because, you know, Carnival has just been a vibe.
It is a vibe, and trust me, I'm glad that we're sitting, because if we were standing here to show off for me.
Well, that's true, because that was my intention. So I put out some heels, but you let me sit down.
I love that. I love that. Anything for a queen. And Carnival, we started last week with the T-shirt mask vibe.
Yeah,
I mean, I know we can go further back, but we want to start from T-shirt mask last week Saturday to last night. Just break it down for us.
So we started with the opening last week, Saturday, the official opening at T-shirt mask. We had a beautiful turnout. We had a cutting of the ribbon. And let me tell you, the revelers, they were out there. They were out there. So we had approximately 15,000 overall on the street, just jamming and creating that beautiful vibe. And that really kicked off the start of Carnival. And then on Sunday, we had our junior calypso competition. And let me tell you about the young ones. My goodness, our future is bright. And even we look at the transition, we have a number of the young ones who have become seniors. And what makes it even more interesting is that our winner, Ruiz, like he wants to take everything, because remember, he's in the finals too.
For Calypso, yes.
You know, so that was just an excellent evening on Sunday. Monday, we decided to take a little break. And then we had a few private events, and we started off again on, I've got to make my brain work a little bit.
Monday was the junior.
Monday was the junior
Party Monarch.
Party Monarch.
Yes,
I'm sorry,
yes,
I am so into
yes.
Calypso.
Yes.
Excuse me, I'm a little
Junior Party
Junior,
Monarch. We just
yes.
had the winner circle here a while ago.
Yes, yes, yes. And so we had a fantastic competition on that particular night. The juniors really came out.
They
we
did.
saw the winner. I saw her performing from the time she came on the stage. I said, Tom, man, look at this production.
For a first timer.
For a first timer, this was like a senior production.
Yep, that's like what it was,
And
man.
then we had our jumpy section. We saw how he came out. He turned out the crowd too. So Carnival has just really been a vibe coming from there. Then we went into our private events.
One of the private events I know that happened that is like a national event. It's the 40th anniversary of Burning Flames. Were you here? Were you there or here?
I will put it this way, right? I put on my clothes and I said, go lie down for 2 minutes.
Never do
and
that.
I woke up feeling so disappointed because
No,
I
don't
heard
do
the
that.
feedback. You know, that kind of feeling?
Yeah.
When you know you missed something good and everybody telling you how Burning Flames sound, and they talk about Mary jumping up, and then Marshall going on stage and joining. I nearly cried, but I was trying to keep a very serious face, you know, like I didn't feel it, but I felt it.
Well, you have to have been here last night or this morning, whatever time you want to call it, for Long Bay Lager Caribbean Melting Pot.
Yes, that was something. I spoke to a police officer a second ago, Mr. Sutherland, and he said, I was off last night and I stayed home. I said, you were the only person that stayed home.
Seems so, because everybody has been here.
Everybody else and their cousin was here, and it was such a beautiful production. All the artists, our local artists, they came, they represented. The overseas artists, they represented. This really starts off the weekend. It's like the welcome to the weekend of the Vibe, official welcome.
And one of the highlights for me too, the young artists, when they came out and did their thing, sharing the stage with each other and doing their thing last evening. Today's Friday. Today starts that long weekend this year, this time of the year in Antigua, Barbados. Everybody get excited. Where the planes are coming in like crazy. People are flying in, everybody getting ready, people picking up their costumes from the different mass troops. What is next for the Festivals Commission?
Well, tonight we have the Calypso Monarch competition. Ooh. And it is going to be a stiff competition. Like I said before, you see, Royce is so on my mind because I tell you, tonight I believe he's coming out. So all the veterans who's there, this young man, he has fight in him. Every time I see him come on the stage, he's coming on like he's in a finals, like he's there, he's a fighter. Plus we have all the other competitors. We have a number of crossover artists from soca to calypso, and they have made such an impression. And then we have, of course, the veterans. So tonight is going to be a competition that you don't want to miss. I know some of us like Facebook and watching it live, but it's nothing like the real thing.
You're not getting that sound. You're not getting that what the judges are looking for. You can't be judging via social media. Exactly. It don't work like that. Exactly. You can't tell me that Petley's look better than me when nothing goes up. It's just an example. It's just an example. It is just an example. So Calypso show tonight, tomorrow night, Saturday.
Tomorrow night is Panorama. And let me tell you this, everybody coming for Hell's Gate. Because, Hell's Gate celebrating 80 years. And everybody coming for Hell's Gate. And let me tell you, it's going to be a vibe tomorrow night for Panorama.
And they're the reigning champions for the past 5 years or something like that?
Yeah, they're looking to dethrone them. And there's a new band that's on the scene, Pandemonium.
Oh.
And let me tell you about they have heart. Because when you see, I'm listening to them, we're having meetings, I watch them and the band, they have heart, let me tell you. They seem like they're coming, but it's not going to be an easy walkover for none of the 8 competitors.
Okay, and then we have Bacchanal Sunday, what we dubbed it now, the Inet Party Monarch competition, the one that puts the cherry on the icing and the cake when it comes to carnival shows. So Sunday,
Sunday you can turn up. Listen, I so know that the soca artists are coming out with their best right. I be nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I be nervous. They have a song about some APUA. I don't know what the young man going to bring. I best tell my team all the time, I'm nervous. But let me tell you, overall, the artists, they're coming strong. We've gone back to the 2-song competition. And in both categories, you cannot identify a clear winner. I said this to you before, when we had the semifinals and when we had the quarterfinals, sometimes the veterans would say, boy, me don't get this. But nobody came off with the look like, yeah, me had this one in the bag.
No, it can't be that way. The competition's stiff too. Stiff. After that, though, then we get prepared for Juve, Carnival Monday, Tuesday. What about the use of the new routes for between Monday, Tuesday with a lot of these parades?
Well, I'm taking this opportunity for Juve because Juve morning we would have made a slight amendment to the route. So we're going to start by the Old House of Culture, come down Queen Elizabeth Highway, then on to Independence Avenue, Reckless Street, Thames Street, High Street, and we will loop accordingly. So that is the change for the Juve morning route.
So we're starting at House of Culture.
Yes, Old House of Culture.
Come down Queen Elizabeth Highway. We go left or right?
We're going right because we're heading straight down Reckless
Street. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So we've made that change, and it's for a few reasons. The trucks. Some of the trucks in turning, safety of the patrons, etc.
True.
Yes, and we're just getting bigger and bigger. So we have just been making these small amendments so that we're able to accommodate these bigger trucks, these bigger bands. And so far we've been doing a fantastic job. Our safety team is out there. So that is our change for Juve. But it's going to be a vibe. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it too. Now, let's touch on some things because, we cannot please everybody when it comes to doing the good of country. There's always that naysayer or somebody who thinking hard to adapt to change. How do you deal with that on a daily basis and still have a smile on your face, still go represent in the nights, still have time to make sure the different subcommittees are doing what they got to do? And with this beautiful smile, tell me.
Well, change is always inevitable. And like you say, we can't please everyone. But what we try to do, we try to please the masses, the majority. And so we have been listening to the people out there. And whatever amendments that we can make, especially in the name of safety, we do that. And so this is what propels us to make a number of changes. Some we meet with a bit of resistance. And a lot of the times we get a little feedback and say, oh, that was a good decision.
Good. We're looking forward to that. So Carnival last lap done. Tuesday, whatever time the police lock it off, what is next for Festivals Commission right after that? Because, people go look out and say, I wonder when they're going to post the next day for Carnival 2026.
But, every time we finish Tuesday, we post our new flyer for the following year. And I'm going to say this to you, we are starting to plan Carnival 2026 on August 6th. Because we've already started, but we're going to start to put things in place. Because, we have a number of trips we have to go on. New York, Miami, different Caribbean islands, just to promote our Carnival and bring the vibe.
And bring the real vibe. That's how it is. Well, Miss O'Keefe, the director, Petley O'Keefe, the director of Festivals and Carnival here in Antigua Barbuda Festivals Commission. Thank you for your time this morning.
I have with me Mr. Jerry Asker, who is the chair of Panorama, the man responsible for the sweet sound of Pan here, and Panorama in Antigua is Saturday.
Saturday night, 8 p.m.
Saturday night, 8 p.m. All right, so, Antigua is known, you have one of the oldest steel bands in Hell's Gate.
In Hell's Gate, and they're actually celebrating the 80th anniversary this year.
80th anniversary.
80th anniversary.
Wait, that is older than me?
Both of us.
Both of us together, combined. All right, so let me tell us a little something about the Panorama and the bands and what could folks expect?
Well, the expectation is going to be great. We have 8 bands that are competing for the championship, the State Insurance Panorama Championship. And let me just give you in terms of the order of appearance. We have Panache Steel Orchestra. They'll be playing it Keep It So by Burning Flames. Band number 2, Original Steel, Hurricane by Tin Winter. The reigning champions, Hell's Gate Steel, they'll be playing The Crazy Man by King Onion. Band number 4, Harmonite Steel, they'll be playing Tumbledome by King Swallow. Band number 5, Halcyon Steel Orchestra, Magician by Burning Flames. Band number 6, West Side Symphony, Bush Dancer by Burning Flames. Band number 7, Geminite Steel, Move Your Mask by Burning Flames, and last but not least, Pandemonium. They'll be playing Mental Day by Claudette Peters.
Wow, what a lineup. So, as you say, it starts at 8 p.m.
Starts at 8 p.m.
Sharp.
Well, you know what I mean? With all the advertisements going out just before you. I like to get it early because I want to go breakfast with.
You want to go breakfast? All right. So listen, Oscar, tell us now a little something now, because I have noticed here in Antigua, there's when I spoke to Can in Trinidad, all right, at Trinidad Carnival, he explained to me about, because we notice a lot of youths in the bands, right?
We have a traditional, when you really, and it starts, I would say, from the Pan Association and the Schools Panorama. When we look at Schools Panorama, it's almost 15 participating schools.
15?
50 participating schools.
Wow.
So you can understand the transition from Schools Panorama to the senior bands.
That is incredible, man. 15.
15.
And when is Schools Panorama?
Schools Panorama is in November, within this independence celebrations.
Or around independence celebration. Okay. All right. So now, with that being said, what is the average age of the steel bands?
Well, trust me, if you have time this evening, I would be happy to take you to some of the panyards.
Okay.
And you be the judge for yourself.
Listen, 2 years ago, 2 years in a row, we did pan crawl. And it was an experience. Folks, if you haven't done pan crawl in Antigua, you're missing out. It is one of the most spectacular things you could get. You drive around in the buggies, real decked out music, lights, and you go to the different panyards and you actually hear the renditions from each pan, and they welcome that.
Yeah, I mean, it is something that some persons do welcome. You get an opportunity to see the bands, taking the song or the tune from that elementary stage to the final product, and it's like, okay, wow, this is what goes into producing the panorama tune.
Now, what is in store now? What is the vision now for Panorama? Now that I have the chair here, what is the vision for Panorama moving forward?
We want to be able to take it under the regional and the international. I mean, what we're looking at having the conversations this year, one of our plans was to bring in an engineer, Katz from Trinidad.
Yeah.
We have been having discussions. So we're hoping that, we can bring him in, he has that platform, and to be able to market and have proper recordings of the bands.
All right. So now with Can being, he is the champion out of Trinidad as well with Exodus. All right, is a huge pressure on Can right now, because he's the champion out of Trinidad and Tobago. He's the defending champion here in Hell's Gate.
Well, again, I mean, as you said, the pressure is on him because everybody's expecting him to deliver, and more so again when his band is celebrating their 80th birthday.
Yeah.
So you want to be able to come out and be victorious and say, so you have achieved another championship on your birthday.
Well, that is definitely something, Can, no pressure. No pressure. No
well, I tell you, I believe the pressure when you're coming from Trinidad
and
understand some of the theatrics that goes behind the production. I mean, when you look at some of the songs, if you were here last night and the night before, and Burning Flames, you're looking at a band coming and playing The Magician. Think about that magician, coming up with all the tricks.
Yeah.
And you're talking a bush dancer. That was one of the songs years ago, and you just naturally be taken up. You go in the back and you're going to take up some of the trees, and you're coming using that as your props. So I'm looking for a lot of that theatrics within the production on Saturday night.
And I think in terms of getting the bands out, internationally, because in Miami Carnival we had Hell's Gate. We had Hell's Gate. I know they come to New York for Labor Day. They have been up there a couple times where they participated in the big Antigua Day, Labor Day Saturday in New York. So you guys do your due diligence in getting the bands to go overseas.
That is one of the things that we try to produce in terms of the winning bands, in terms of the panorama. We try to send them up to New York for the Antigua Day, the Miami Carnival. So those are things that we try to look, and in terms of the production and producing, creating the public awareness of what happens in Antigua.
Well, listen, I want to thank you for taking the time out for hanging out here with us. Give us the line before you go.
Anytime.
Give us the lineup again, so folks know. Remember, folks, it is Saturday at 8 o'clock sharp. All right, Panorama. All right, not West Indian time. Don't come any people Panorama at 9 o'clock and then want to know why you miss two bands.
Trust me. I always, like I said, I always want to start at 8 o'clock because I want to get out.
Yeah, you want to get out.
The upper thing is, it's to produce the panorama. It has a lot of time spent in it. We move bands directly after this show tonight. And so you're talking about from midnight, 1 o'clock, up until 6 Saturday morning.
Wow.
And then you get back here. I get back here maybe about 4:30, 5 o'clock for 8 o'clock start.
Wow. No sleep.
No sleep. So, and then it's the same reverse. So you imagine that the panorama finish at 1 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
You have to ensure that all the bands leave the recreation grounds and get home. So again, you're reaching back home at 6 o'clock Sunday morning.
So your job, it doesn't end here.
It doesn't end. It does not end. So, but let me give you the lineups again. Band number 1, Panache Steel, Keep It So by Burning Flames. Band number 2, Original Steel, Hurricane, Tea and Winter. Band number 3, Hell's Gate, The Crazy Man. Band number 4, Harmonite Steel, Tumble Down by King Swallow. Band number 5, Halcyon Steel, Magician, Burning Flames. Band number 6, West Side Symphony, Bush Dancer. Band number 7, Geminites, Move I Mars by Burning Flames. And band number 8, Mental Day by Claudette Peters.
All right. Well, Jerry, thank you so much for taking the time out. Folks, this is the ABS Synergy Link Up, the morning show. This is Carnival Friday, man. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, more action right here. I have with...
All right, people. So that there was Jerry Asker, the chair of the Panorama here in Antigua and Barbuda. And before that, you heard from the director of festivals, Ms. Petley O'Keefe, who spoke about everything to come, including the Party Monarch and the Panorama and everything. And at the time of that interview, she would have spoken about the Calypso Monarch as well. But right now, remember, we are covering 2 events that are happening throughout the Caribbean, at this time. And that is Antigua Carnival and Barbados Crop Over. And Mr. Haynes Obi has joined us for the last couple of mornings to give us some updates from Barbados, where he is on the ground. So we're going to touch base with him now via Zoom. Say good morning to Obi. Obi, what's going on?
Yeah, so good morning. This morning,
Nice
we
one.
outside, as you can clearly see.
Yes. You're by the beach. You're on the beach.
Boy, I decided, I went home this morning and I was walking on, I saw this cool fair with the rocks and stuff like that. And it was so scenic. I decided I'd call the guys out and get them here. That's been a bit evil. So between you and I, them fellas left the hotel this morning, last night at 11:30 for 4 in the morning. And they came back a little while ago. But I dragged them out to come and do this shoot here with me. I didn't want to do this one by myself. But anyway, we're here in Barbados. We're in the middle of Crop Over, and my job, of course, is to give you a little synopsis of all that has occurred so far. I know you have some B-roll footage there from yesterday, because yesterday we had 2 wonderful things happening. We were at Mimosa, which of course, which has become a tradition in Barbados now. Around Crop Over time, you always get some rain, so people get ready for it. The boys and them were white to go to the function and come back with white and mud. They came back home very muddy from the process. But it was a wonderful experience. Mimosa is as I read, because when I was driving down there to see sights and sounds, people were well decked. I mean, it's a kind of garden party kind of situation. But people were putting the best to come out and have a morning party. And it was from all projections, well attended and absolutely amazing as far as performances is concerned and the overall impact at the event. We had a quiet afternoon where we got a chance to relax and chill. And then at around 4 o'clock, we headed down to Oyston. Oyston, as I said, is a cultural tradition here in Barbados. If you come into Barbados and you don't take in the Oyston experience, you're missing out. Oyston is, as I said, picture breakfast fed on steroids. As far as the vendors are concerned, so they have some of the best food vendors, and marry that with a little grandstand area, not a little, a pretty large grandstand area with DJ in place permanently, and then there's performers, different types of performers that perform. It's a place where most of the visitors come, so you get a chance to interact with people from all over the world as they come down to enjoy the Oyston experience. They have families, group lines, everybody come out and we all tightly packed together, and the flavor of the food is amazing, Joy. You know what I mean? Amazing. The fish come and you're seeing all the seasoning and the fish how they put it down nice. That jerk chicken there, the smell from it was out of this world. Everything you taste in Oystons was on point. So we had a meal at Oystons yesterday, and a very relaxing kind of situation. Came back to the hotel and prepared for this morning, 4-day morning. 4-day morning is the equivalent of what we would, I guess, put as Groove in Trinidad, because you have all the paint, the bands, and there's a stretch they're on. So they basically hitting a long stretch with the music truck and all the other accoutrements. And just like in Trinidad, it's a kind of all-inclusive experience, because if you register with the band, you're getting your t-shirt and your stuff to play, and you're getting also a little breakfast at the end of it, you know. But Trinidad, I mean, typical Bajan breakfast, I think Trinidad, where, you know, they had porridge this morning with bacon, saltfish, and that kind of thing. The breakfast was, you know, very localized. So, yeah, it's an immersive experience. And that took the crew from 11 o'clock last night when they went down to set up, because they closed the streets at a particular time, so you had to get there early enough to set up. And then the celebration and the trip was very long, a serious workout. Men come back with the leg hurting, limping, right? Who wear too tight shoes and they rub with the cone and all kind of thing. It was that kind of fight. But brother, it was nice. It was nice. All right. And I hear things having disrespectful about I too old for that. Anyway, he was right. I didn't go.
We didn't know you would get up and go out to that. You was in that,
I didn't go.
The cameraman was in that.
I send them. I didn't go. I had to save my energy for this morning.
We know you had to send them. We know you had to send them. Listen, I really, you know, I know I'm getting too old for this, you know. I don't know about the life. The life, you're getting too old for this. Nah, the life's in now. Well, you don't drink. Anyway.
Well, but I mean, it's not so much it's not ageist thing from a point of view of the music and entertainment. For me, it was more a situation of the paint and the splashing and thing. I think I'm a little too old for that. I think that's a young kind of vibe. So I try to respect the generational gaps in the right kind of way. All right. But anyway, I digress. We're talking about today and what's on today. Of course, we have.
Yes, man.
This is Mass this afternoon. This is Mass is the official Prime Minister's event, which, as I told you, the thing that we look forward to the most. It is where you pull out your best system, best. It's not a formal thing. It's not a dress-up thing, but it's a stylish thing. All right? It's a segment of old and young, because everybody goes out to that. So the audience, the patrons are made up of some of the older folks as well as young folks, the visitors, some of Barbados elite. They all come out. Of course, the Honorable Prime Minister is there mingling with everybody. I've told you stories about that, and trust me, it's absolutely really the way she functions in this particular event. She's come there to have fun, enjoy herself, take a little drink, mingle with the people, and if you watch her actions, that's exactly what you see. No pomp, no ceremony, no security backing her, no, you can't pass, so there's a cordon off area. She all through the crowd, all on the stage, all everywhere. I mean, she really gets into it. And the atmosphere, the food experience, you get a little bit of everything right up right there. They have a wild meat section. They have all the traditional dishes. They even have some international fare. Plus, all the brands come out, and they, of course, the local and international brands, they come and they do something as well. So it's going to be a nice vibe there. From there, that we get there like about 4 this afternoon. We leave probably about 8 o'clock tonight and head, of course, to Bliss. Bliss, of course, is one of the elite all-inclusives. And that is another sensory experience. They go all out to create the right decor and ambiance, and then the drink and food is on point, and the marriage of that with the entertainment is, again, top of the line. All right? And then, tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., I'm going to that one, though, is breakfast. Right? That is the name of it. It's a Bajan, Bajan breakfast party. Right? And I've been to breakfast a couple of times. It's also quite nice. Really good experience. Another food odyssey and drink odyssey. But what I do for that one is, instead of me bringing you the link from here or from the hotel, we'll bring you the link from live inside effect. So the whole crew will be up at breakfast tomorrow morning. This is after doing Prime Minister's event and then doing Bliss. We're going straight to breakfast, because after that we have a little rest up, because we're getting ready for to do Monday morning.
For Monday.
You know?
All right, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What is the biggest difference between Crop Over and let's say Trinidad Carnival? Because I'll give you an example. Like here in Antigua, right? I was saying this at the top of the show. Usually Friday is Fantastic Friday in Trinidad. We would have Soca Monarch and that kind of thing, right? But Friday here is Calypso Monarch. Our Calypso Monarch is the Carnival Sunday. But the Carnival Sunday is what they have as the Soca Monarch, which is the Party Monarch, correct? So they have their Party Monarch that takes them straight into Juve. So it's a kind of reverse. Saturday is panorama and everything, but just how everything is arranged a little differently is interesting to me that the Calypso Monarch is the Friday now. Because you know Friday, you have got some fantastic Friday high energy, you know, competition going till whatever hour in the morning. But here in Antigua, it's the Calypso Monarch. So in terms of like some of those competitions and even some of the events, what are the similarities and the differences that you noticed?
Well, the differences are clear in that in Barbados you don't get that sense of competition that innate in Trinidad Carnival. It's not about the Soca Monarch and the Panorama Champion and the King and Queen of the Band. And the competition element is not necessarily there. It's all about really the enjoyment of the festival and the immersion into the cultural experience. There is not so you won't have the fantastic Friday and that kind of stuff. You won't have the Calypso Monarch and all of those elements coming into play. Pan is very present, but it's not a panorama type celebration that I've seen so far. But just like you mentioned in Antigua, Pan here is a very young thing. You see very young ones getting out there and getting into the Pan situation. All right. On Tuesday, which is after Kadumont, which is after traditionally when everything is over, they've got something called Soca 25, which is everything. It's all the best of the best of the best of the best from the season coming out to put on the kind of wrap up wear. So as a visitor to the island, you're accustomed to most carnivals like Antigua and Trinidad having a Monday and Tuesday. There is a kind of pseudo Monday and Tuesday because Tuesday is not an all day kind of thing, but Tuesday night they have this all-encompassing event with every major artist coming out and putting on the very, very best and really wrapping up the season in the right kind of way. So that again is another one of the differences that I've seen in the thing. And the beauty of Barbados is that as a visitor, when they come for the carnival, while you're here, there is so much to do. Because we have an island tour card, I think, for Tuesday as well. And my friends went down to the cave. There's some other people I know went and did some zip lining. There's real things to do. So if you want to take a break from the wine and jam and the hot and sweatiness, you could afford to just, exhale and relax. Because the Ocean experiences are daily and nightly experience. So it starts from the afternoon and goes into the night. But these things are constant. So there are some unique similarities and differences across the board. Here, I think it's an easier pace if you really come in to enjoy the crop over. You could do it, but not at you're not going to go all out and collapse there. You have that breathing space in between. You know what I mean?
Right.
This morning I went on a hike. I was 5 o'clock this morning. I walked up 2 miles this morning, taking some cool sea air and, say good morning to everybody apart and enjoy the whole Barbados atmosphere. That's why I did this morning while the guys was doing 4 day morning and taking some paint and powder.
All right, nice one. Well, I don't know if you caught it, but we managed to get an interview with Marshall Montano after Melting Pot. The life
impressive interview, powerful.
Yeah. The man say he living in the now.
Right. Yeah, and he's so right. I mean, at this stage, Marshall has earned the right to say and do all that he feels, and in truth and in fact, he's able to speak real prolifically about the realities of the business, of the Caribbean, and of the music, and he did just that in that interview. I think he did a fantastic job.
Yeah, man. But we look forward to getting the highlights from tomorrow. Well, hearing about the Prime Minister's event tomorrow and getting the live event that will be taking place in the morning that you spoke about. What was the name of it?
Right. So tomorrow morning, that's breakfast.
Breakfast.
BREKFUS. Breakfast.
Right. Breakfast. All right.
So, no, business. I'm not saying it right.
All right, we're very interested in getting that that vibe and the just the shots and Monday. I should mention that on Monday what viewers can look out for from us on Synergy all during the day instead of running any kind of continuous, because we know you guys are in Antigua doing your thing. We'll be uploading clips on that the station we playing the short features and situations of, it's like a beginning window to keep peeking into what's happening in Barbados. So you'll be getting clips all day, fresh clips uploaded both online and on air of what we're doing or what's happening and how the entire
Kadooman Day and Crop Over experience is unfolding. We start in the morning by visiting some of the mass camps as the women do the makeup and get dressed and organized and that kind of thing. And then we hit the site and we keep bringing reports as the bands start to come down. We keep uploading clips of that. So that's going to be our side and our responsibility as it relates to Kadooman on Monday while you're doing Carnival in Antigua.
All right. Well, I tell you what, we're gonna touch base with you guys tomorrow again, and we're gonna give your guys the opportunity to get some sleep. We don't want them to go to the Prime Minister event like zombies. So they had to rest up. They had to be sharp for that at the PM thing. So tomorrow same time.
Yeah.
Should be around the same time tomorrow, right? You'll be ready to go. All right, cool, man. No problem. All right, so thanks. That's O'Brien Haynes. That's Obi coming from Barbados. He out on the beach early this morning. I hope he touched his salt water. And he didn't just touch his sand. He go move like D-Life. D-Life, you take a dip in the ocean yet? Huh? You went and take a bath?
Not yet, boy.
You here since when?
Since last week.
Last week when? Thursday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today's Saturday. Yeah. You here for 10 days.
Well, let's see my pace now.
What pace? What he talking about?
Don't ask this one. This one just sleep with me.
What you just doing today?
I
mean, come on, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Really
you ain't doing nothing in the daily life. I tried to call you yesterday, your phone ring out. Yeah, you needed a bath. So take a little salt. Chris salted. Chris is the greatest, you know, as we go to the break. We have a little bits coming up. Chris is the greatest. Chris called me yesterday, right? After the show, we went in, right? Chris called me yesterday afternoon. What you doing? I said, well, I'm in my room, right? Well, boy, I down here by the restaurant, I getting something to eat. I now went and walk. He said he went and walked all over. He walked the beach. I said, so you calling me after your walk? You ain't supposed to call somebody and say, hey, you're going down the road. Let me go and see the place, wherever. He called me when he come back. To find out if you see what them fellas and them wicked? To find out what I'm going to eat, you know. When he know fully well what's going on with me. You understand what I said? But I bust up some iron line, eh? I come down last night. And festivals was here. Tourism was here. Jungle Juice, all of them, they was on our table here, they was having dinner. Right. So they was having dinner here. But they get some different kind of food now, boy. They get food that we don't get to order there by the restaurant. I don't know why. They get some, you was down here? You see, I don't care. I want that. No, well, I get Accra. All I wanted was the Accra. Chris bring 4 Accra for me in a plate, boy. Now this morning, the Accra tastes good. I had to give the chef kudos. I was in St. Vincent when they call it. When I asked them about Accra, they didn't know what I was talking about. And then I remember up the islands, they call it saltfish cake. And I saying it with the accent too. Saltfish cake. That's what they call it here, right? Remember, I eat it in St. Vincent. And I really rate it up in St. Vincent, eh? Now, the one I taste in St. Vincent, I know my grandmother used to make it. This one here, top 3. Top 3 compliments to the chef. So when Chris come this morning now, right? The manager come this morning, I said, boy, the Accra tastes real good, you know. Yeah, I'm going to go ask the chef to do up some for you. He said, boy, I went to him with, he went to him. Let me just say, well, I don't know if they know, but they go, no, no. Chris went to him with Accra. He said, boy, I went and full my belly with that boy, with the nice mango sauce and thing. I said, but you ain't give me no mango sauce? I ain't got no mango sauce. I said, no, the man bring the Accra check, so boy. No sauce. I vex. I'll get sauce this morning. Stay tuned. We coming back right here at Siboney Beach Club. Are they saying correct? Siboney? Siboney. Not Sib. I'm saying Siboney, eh? Is it Siboney or Siboney? Siboney. Well, all right, but I was saying it wrong then. Siboney. You have to say it kind of fast now. Siboney. Right? You can't lag. So, we here at the Siboney Beach Club. Yes, I. Nice, man. Everything Irie. I went on a swam with the stingrays. I squeezed my finger. You see it thing here? I didn't want to say what oh, let's see that tomorrow. We're going to do that tomorrow. Bits is up next. Stay tuned. I go down get a coffee. Make sure the break is at least 5 minutes, eh? Or don't go over here. D-Life here too. We go talk to a little bit. She here for breakfast. Fet 268. I had to say the 268 with the breakfast fet. You see, I remember from last year. Nice, man. You go pay me for that. We'll be back.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
I'm looking for a magic for this disaster of a war.
You need a master plan.
A what?
Kaleidoscope Weathermaster Exterior Latex Emulsion. It stands up to our wicked sun and crazy rain. It shields against fading, protects against mildew, and is crack resistant. This paint so tough that it is tried and tested against British standards and formulated with European raw material.
Kaleidoscope Weathermaster Exterior Latex Emulsion, the premium outdoor paint that protects and shields against fading. Available at hardware and Kaleidoscope color shops nationwide.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Welcome to South Point Hotel Barbados, your gateway to a luxury oasis of tranquility, comfort, and impeccable service. Nestled along the popular south coast of Barbados, South Point Hotel is a true haven for those seeking relaxation, rejuvenation, and unforgettable experiences. From the moment you arrive, you'll be enveloped by an ambiance of serenity that effortlessly blends with the stunning flora and fauna surrounding you. The accommodations are spacious, elegant, and thoughtfully designed to ensure maximum comfort. Each room offers a perfect retreat where you can unwind, rejuvenate, and be pampered with the exceptional service of attentive staff. Indulge in the extraordinary at Driftwood, the in-house restaurant, where culinary excellence meets coastal charm. Driftwood's menu is a celebration of fresh, local ingredients, expertly crafted to create a dining experience that will take your palate on a delightful gastronomic journey the Bajan way. Whether you're here to relax by the pool, enjoy a delicious meal, or explore the enchanting beaches nearby, every moment at South Point Hotel is crafted to exceed your expectations. Book your stay today and immerse yourself in the luxury oasis that South Point Hotel offers. Discover a destination where every detail is thoughtfully curated for your enjoyment. South Point Hotel Barbados, creating memories that last a lifetime. For reservations, email them at reservations@southpointhotelbarbados.com or call 126-424-7744 or check out the website www.southpointbarbados.com.
All right, so we're back on Breaking Dawn this morning, people. I now complimented the life on the interview he did with Marshall. And then boys say, yeah, but we didn't know. So hard luck there, the life. That is not your best moment. Right? According to Marshall, your best moment is in the now.
But that doesn't pass. And that one day just passed.
All right, so we didn't know. And in the now here, we have, of course, artist from Trinidad and Tobago. She's been around for years. As a matter of fact, I forget how much tune you sing. I'm telling you, from bump to crush to careful. Yeah. You work with Sean Carruth.
Yeah.
You work with Nappy too, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you work with Nappy. Nappy was what? Cosign?
Yes.
Cosign. And then you had Bungie.
Yes.
Carnival time in my country.
Yes.
They had a big tune. Big tune. And I find you don't hear that one. I find you don't hear that so again, you know, but like DJs don't go that deep in the equator.
They can't. Because they don't have it.
You say they can't. Nah, they have it, man. They have it. They must hear know about it. But no, that was a big one. So we got Little Bits with us, and Little Bits is here for Breakfast Fest.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
here for Breakfast Fest and another event. I think Julie's.
I hear about that one. Yeah,
which
Julie's.
is the next day.
Julie's
That's on the Monday. Yeah, that's the
Actually
Monday.
spoke to them on. I spoke to them yesterday when we did the collab with ABS. They have a Juve event, Juve morning, where you go to this event. He says primarily because the older folks, the big people wanted somewhere where they could go. So there's this, they call it the Julie's Juve event because it had 2 Julie mango tree in the venue.
Oh.
Two trees?
Two
And they
Julie
call it
mango
Julie.
tree in the event. Yeah, so they call it Julie's event. So
Alright.
I actually thought it was named after somebody. I didn't realize it was named after. Yeah.
So they do this event and they have entertainment. Little Bits, of course, was one of the entertainers.
Yeah.
And it goes from it's time Juve start, but it goes past because Juve in Antigua ends at 10 a.m.
Well, yeah,
But
yeah,
this
10 a.m.
Yeah,
That's
but
around
this
time.
event goes until 2 p.m.
Oh, this goes until 2?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, but saying that, you're in Julie
And
you're
the
in
breakfast.
You did
Yeah,
breakfast with last year?
This is the 3rd time I'm doing it.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
I remember last year, I think I didn't knock out yet. No, happened last year. Here what happened now. I was sick, boy. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I got the cold. I took some medication before I left the hotel. And then I knock out the medication, get it better for me and put me to sleep. And from that time to now, every time Doc see me, he say, hey, you waking? I thought...
You want the real story?
I think I know the real story. I think I know where the real story
I
headed
had
already.
a few to drink to, but that was for the cold. It was strictly for the cold. I was trying to shake it off now, boy. But how you find the breakfast fest in terms of giving people an idea of what breakfast fest
Let me tell you all something. I was truly blown away when I first came to Breakfast Fest about 3 years ago. The amount of people, and I thought I reached there like early, but apparently people was there for hours. Like people was be there for hours, just like partying non-stop. You have artists running non-stop. And what I really enjoy about Breakfast Fest is the fact that they bring together both the older, let me don't say the more mature Calypsonians, the seasoned, our icons. Yes, our icons. And then after you bring, the soca artists, the younger icons, and bring the two, if you want to say the 2 genres together, but the two sets of, because it's an evolution of, right?
Correct.
Calypso and soca is the evolution. But it's nice to see, the both coming together, both the age brackets and also the style of music.
But let me ask you something, as you mentioned that, right? I guess that's why I kind of lead in with forgetting how much tune Little Bits are.
Right.
Right? It's interesting that you mentioned that because for me, and I don't know about for you, you might have noticed it too, and Life will know. When you go up the islands, whether it is Antigua and Barbuda, or it is Barbados, or it is St. Vincent and Grenadines, right? The people there have a kind of respect and a love for the pioneers, or what we call the old school vibes there. They have a respect and admiration for it. It is well respected. It's not like back home in Trinidad. Sometimes you're going in a little old school session and the wrong crowd, the crowd young. But even the young people, like I was surprised to see for T-shirt Mass that Burning Flames had so many young people supporting them.
Yeah.
You would have think that a band like that at around 41 years would have had the more mature people.
Yeah, sorry for that.
So I mean, why you think?
I guess the influence of other types of music as well. Not appreciating our culture enough. But what I will say is though that I've been seeing a change.
Yeah.
So recently, Tazia O'Connor, he had his events, Rubicon.
Yeah.
And that's, I think this is like probably the second or the third time that he's doing it.
Right.
And he's Calypso.
Yeah.
And he had his show and so many people came out. You know, so he's doing his thing in the Calypso arena, keeping the Calypso alive.
Right.
And you have so many young, because Tazia is in his 20s, so that means there's a whole, that's the Gen Z generation
there's
coming
a whole
up.
generation coming there.
Right,
yeah.
so that's nice to see. And then after, before I came up here, they honored Sparrow
Yeah.
in Napa and Sapa.
Boy, Sparrow.
And they had such a large crowd, and it was a mixture of both young and older people. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I just recently did a play called 10 to 1 with Roll Gibbons. And it's a play about Sparrow. And the cast was
Wow.
young people. And we singing the old tunes. We are singing the recent Sparrow. We singing things like Slave, 10 to 1,
right.
Lulu. We singing those songs. So
But
yeah.
it has some music is just timeless, you know.
Yeah, man.
You can't generations upon you see it in all genres of music. Whether it's disco, reggae, what we call old school dub that evolved into dancehall now today.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, even in soca, in calypso, you just see it now. It just have some music. It just timeless. Look, King Liar. You could play King Liar anywhere. It gonna mash up the place. You understand what I'm saying? And I Nelson.
Yeah.
Right? You see that line with the Taylor? Yeah. That win.
Yeah, man.
That win in any era, that win.
Yeah.
You understand? Because we know people that's lie bad. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I know a few liars myself. Not like yeah, well, the life does lie every day. The life does say, yeah, we go down and do this and then we don't end up doing nothing.
That is
So,
not lying,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
That is not lying.
It's creating false
That is-
expectations.
That is just, that is just.
Yeah, that's what it is.
What did I get myself
No, but
into?
no, but I mean, look, we have look at like Marshall, like Marshall who headlined in Melton Pot.
Marshall, you know Marshall from back then.
No, but there's a thing now, boy. Because what I want to ask, bitch, right? I've been saying this. The one thing that you gotta give Marshall is just keep reinventing himself.
Correct.
And as an artist, as an entertainer, recording artist, right? Do you feel that you reach a certain, like, throughout your career? Well, look, I reached this place in my career, I need to transform. And then, how do you transform in order to keep yourself in the know? Let me put it that way.
So some key things I feel as if we have to be honest with ourselves.
Right.
Like, you're getting older as artists.
Correct.
And your fans also are getting older with you and growing with you.
Point.
That being said, your style and your of music and all of that, they wouldn't want to do that kind of thing anymore.
Yeah.
Because they're getting older, right? So you have to take that into consideration, whether it be your dress code, whether it be the music, etc., especially for female artists. Because we get it harder than males, by the way.
I was about to ask you that.
Like
yeah?
males, they get older, they do the same thing, and it's not a problem. A woman, oh God, you find you're getting old and you're getting fat and you're this and that and the other.
You can't wear this and that.
And you can't wear this, you can't wear that.
Wear
right?
your size.
What exactly, you know? So much more pressure on us. So you have to change your music. You have to
Right.
change the appearance. You have to change what you bring to the table. Even the style of show that you do, or. But what I would say is even taking that into consideration to keep relevant as well. So you grow with your audience, but to keep relevant, stay connected with the producers, the writers, and all of that. So that's what I've been doing.
Right.
So a lot of the new age producers, writers, that's who I work with still. You know, so that my music doesn't sound dated.
Correct, because the song changes
Oh,
over time.
definitely. Like I've been
It
in
evolves.
I've been in the business 20 years already.
Right.
And when I think about the DJs that was happening that time, the producers, the writers, and everybody is not the same people.
Correct. And
It's not the same people.
It's interesting that I came up in the era of live band.
Right.
Live band from Traffic,
Brass,
Atlantic,
everything.
everybody.
Yeah.
Brass Festival, everything. And then you went into this era where it was DJs.
Machine, everything in the machine.
Everything machine. Now we come back to live band.
Yeah. Everything is the wheel is
Just
a
full
cycle.
circle.
Yeah.
Now we come back to live band.
Live bands.
And you know what is credit for that?
What's that?
Farmer.
Eh?
Big People Party.
Oh.
When Farmer dropped Big People Party in the bus with everybody with the instruments and the horn and everybody, After that, go back and check the record. After that, all of a sudden, this one had a live band, that one had a live band. You started to get some brass back in the music and all kind of. Them don't do that too. That was a bad, yeah, boy. That was a bad example.
I would say it's a combination because I think it's so important to mention the producers because without them we don't have nothing, right? Yeah. Red Boys in particular, if you listen to Red Boys music, they've always promoted live music. And most of Farmer's recent catalog, I should say, was influenced and produced by Red Boys.
Get Red Boys.
Yeah,
gotta get Red Boys, I love.
I would say it's a combination of both of them, for sure.
And you know, Farmer is Red Boys and Red Boys is Farmer.
Yeah, that's it.
Nobody at Red Boys, like, they can't produce a tune. When I say, no, they could produce it, but like no other artist could jump on a Red Boys production like Farmer.
Yeah, man.
Like it's just a match made in heaven.
I mean, Red Boys did have one of the biggest rhythms for the Carnival season that featured Voice. And and actually, they don't think Farmer was on that.
No, Farmer wasn't on that one.
No,
if he was,
Tilden Hall,
yeah.
I was saying that.
It was Voice.
Right.
It was Young Brother. Who else on the Tilden Hall again?
Tilden Hall, Lyrical?
Voice,
Lyrical
on the Tilden Hall.
Yeah,
so
somebody else. It have a fourth one. Oh gosh.
Anika Berry. Yeah.
Right, but what's saying? If Farmer was on that rhythm, I don't know, boy. Some just
and Marshall on the rhythm too.
Marshall on the rhythm, but it just had this kind of chemistry now with I don't know, boy. Farmer
no, they do, and it's a combination of Farmer, Shaft.
Right.
Because Shaft does a lot of the music with Farmer and Red Boys. The three of them together,
but
magic.
Farmer probably
Magic.
didn't check the email. I feel the send him the rhythm. He might be beating up himself now. Shoot,
but remember, he was thankful, eh? He was thankful for the whole year. Big up Farmer and Breakfast Fest, right?
Farmer and Breakfast Fest.
I feel like everybody in Breakfast Fest.
Yeah, it's
that type of event.
There's some surprises, you know.
But for you, like for your career where it is now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, where you want to see yourself in the next 10 years, one, and two. You talk about producers.
Yeah.
It have any producer that throughout your career been like, yeah, that producer and me, that producer understand my vibe.
Advocate Productions.
Right. Advocate Productions.
Advocate, yeah.
Definitely. Without
even
thinking.
Advocate Productions.
Like
yeah, Advocate Productions. All right.
Yeah.
So where you want to see yourself in 10 years?
Yeah.
10 years, okay. But I know I reached that far, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But what I see for myself in the near future, I really want to do, so for during the pandemic, I did a show called Talawa. It was a docu performance where I showcased some of my songs. It was a live performance and also interviews with people who would have played a part in my career. So you had people like Chasu and Colonel Roberts, my mom spoke. And I want to bring that to live audience.
Right.
And I'm a part of the National Theatre Arts Company. We celebrated 10 years recently. Yeah. So actually what I want to do is bring that theatre part of me and mesh it with the soca and bring a show and do a show. That's my most recent, my most futuristic plan right now. Like that's where my head is at.
No, but that's really interesting, you know,
Yeah.
because like Broadway musicals.
Correct.
It's big,
Correct.
right? But we don't have much of that in that. I mean, we just have
We
plays.
have plays down here.
But
we have
we
plays
don't have.
down
Do we
here.
have we ever put on like a big musical production?
The 10-to-1 show that I did, that was that Roll Gibbons wrote. He's the playwright. That's a musical. It's a calypso musical featuring all of Sparrow's songs. Well, some of his, because he has a very wide catalog.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and as I said, it had a young cast and it was absolutely amazing. They had it at the Central Bank Auditorium. We had about 8 shows.
Great.
Yeah, and then after we're going to they actually carry us to Carry Festa.
Okay.
In Barbados. So yeah, and the National
great.
Theatre Arts Company, we're also going to Carry Festa as well.
That's
so,
great.
Yeah.
I didn't know Bitsy was into the arts.
To the
arts, man.
Yes, darling.
All right.
Big time, darling.
Well,
so I really wanna mesh the two and bring that, because theatre plays such an integral role in our culture in terms of Trinidad and Tobago's culture. And to be honest with you, as much as I've been in soca for 20 years, I learned so much about my culture when I started doing theatre.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I guess before we wrap up here, just two things. One, what Breakfast Fest is in store for? With you, of course, your performance, what we can look out for, and two, 2026 coming fast and furious.
Yeah.
What you got on the table?
Actually, right before I came here, I shot a video.
Okay, all right. Ever working?
So yeah,
Ever
no,
working.
because okay, what happens is because you know Trinidadians, we like Trinis generally, we prepare for Carnival way longer than most islands. So people been in the studio, people been shooting things, people been releasing music. Yeah, like
okay.
Because you know it's take a little time to grow. It's take a little longer time to grow. So
But that interested. What about just I had to slip this in here after.
yeah.
Constant releases outside of Trinidad Carnival season.
Yeah.
Why we don't get that? Because
No,
it seems like everybody does want to drop 10 and 12 and 15 songs in once.
You see, I wouldn't say that people don't. And I mean, you play music.
Yeah. Right.
People do release music because
But
I mean, we just had Voice just did the Sabga.
yeah.
Mikhail just dropped Weekend some time ago.
Right.
So people do drop music. Nyla Bin, like she have 100 songs that she dropped.
Right.
But the thing about it is the focus is usually more during the Carnival season. So people put out more music during the Carnival season because that's when people actually pay attention. When you watch the traction on people's YouTube, the Instagram, the Facebook, there's way more traction during Carnival than when you release music during the year.
Which is understandable.
You know?
But I just feel like soca have a space out, after.
It does,
after Ash
and
Wednesday.
people, I mean, people been on rhythms
Yeah.
for Crop Over and Antigua and different carnivals, but the reality is the traction really happens during Carnival.
During Carnival. All right.
You see it in the views. You see it on the views on your social media.
So it doesn't transcend like, okay, it have all these other carnivals coming up after Trinidad Carnival and I could drop it.
It literally
and it hits. No.
It literally dips.
Wow.
And once people know Carnival is coming, everybody start back going on your socials. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, Little Bits will be at Breakfast Fest 268.
D268.
All right, D268. Is that D? Does that D have anything to do with the D&D life?
No.
Okay, all right, good. I find it showing that D last year, there's not no D in it. But
It
go
had
ahead.
a D in it. That was the issue. People was confusing Breakfast Fest with other morning events. So we had to make sure and elaborate on the D268 breakfast.
Or THE or the letter
No,
D?
DE. Lowercase.
DE, okay, but okay, I get it wrong both sides.
DE.
Okay, no problem.
268
Okay.
breakfast fest.
D268 Breakfast
That's
Fest.
it, yes.
All right, and Little Bits will be there. She will be performing. I don't know what time, but Synergy TV, we're going to be bringing it to you on Sunday morning. Throughout
Full
the course of the day. So, we want to thank you, of course, for your time this
Thank
morning.
you so much for
I know you're
having
headed to the
me.
gym now.
Yes.
Yeah, I hear that question asked. Yeah, see, we never gym here. And I know he ain't going to the gym. He ain't dressed for gym. He dressed for the
Nah,
gym?
He going.
He going to the gym?
He going.
You going to the gym? Ah, boy, you see? All right, no problem. I need the gym. If anybody here need the gym, it's me. But stay tuned. We're going to come wrap things up here on Brick and Dawn. It is Saturday morning, and we got to talk to the life about Melton Pot and how that went. And we're going to find out about Breakfast Fest and a little bit of rice. So stay tuned. A little bit for you before we close. All right?
The most anticipated fete for Antigua Carnival. 268 Deep Breakfast Fest. Deep Breakfast Fest. I come from when wrong used to carry it. We say welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. Sunday, August 3rd, 2025 at the spacious Splash Antigua. Remember, there's only one 268 Deep Breakfast Fest from 4 a.m. featuring artists from all over the Caribbean like Black and Dan. What's up, blessing? Burning Flames. Farming Happy. Claudette Peters. Plus, many more surprises. Get your tickets now at all leading outlets and online and ticketed events. Remember, there's only one 268 The Breakfast Fest. See you Sunday, August 3rd. You'll find me on my
Introducing Open Minds primary school lessons 100% online. Get quality education from the comfort of your home. Affordable, expert-led online tuition to help your child succeed. Register today. Call or WhatsApp 388-6635 or visit www.openminds.education.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet. Located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Leisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Leisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Leisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerators, parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
New York Carnival, aka Reactor, is celebrating 58 years. Join us August the 28th through September the 1st for New York Carnival Week in New York City.
I come from when Ronnie used to carry it.
With over 20 adult bands, over 30 junior bands, New York Carnival Week is something you cannot miss. The Mecca of Carnival, New York Carnival, kicking off August the 28th through September the 1st. We love New York Carnival. Remember to log on to the website, weatcarnival.org. Follow us on Instagram at New York Carnival. Experience the Mecca of New York Carnival. The Caribbean melting pot.
Look something to talk about.
August the 28th through September the 1st. Carnival Week in New York City. Join us for Culture Fest concerts, Panorama, and much, much more. New York Carnival, Junior Parade of Bands, and the 58th Annual West Indian Carnival Day Parade on Eastern Parkway. Join us for Viva la Carnival, the celebration.
All right, people, so we are back. We want to thank Little Bits for joining us this morning, this Saturday morning. It's easy to get up on a Saturday when you have everything happening, Carnival weekend, but she's up, she's ready to go to the gym. And I tell you what, D-Life is back from Rise.
Yes.
He rose early this morning, all right? And he rose early. He went out to Rise. From Rise.
First we went to Calypso Monarch.
Oh, yes, well, we went Calypso Monarch
We went
as well.
Calypso Monarch. I want to say congratulations to G. Eves on winning the Confident title.
Nice, man.
Big up to Tian Winters, first runner-up.
Tian is Calypso too?
Tian, actually, we had an interview with him the day before yesterday, and he said this will be his last. He is putting it in and giving the youths. So it's so funny. It's so funny that he says that, and he comes first runner-up, and a young artist as G. Eves
is the one that beat him.
Is the one that beat him.
But
So big up to Tian.
It's good to know that artists of the magnitude of a Tian Winter still in the Calypso Monarch, man.
Yeah, man.
All
Yeah,
right.
man. Well, that was it, and then he says,
I know him for soca.
Yeah. Yep.
I know him as a mashup man, mashup the place.
Yeah, man.
Soca, melting pot kind of vibes we've seen there with Bentley.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
Yep.
I never knew him. I did not know that he's still in the Calypso thing.
Yeah.
Now, of course, when you're a soca artist today, you come from Calypso, eh?
Yep.
Let me not put it that way. The best soca artists have today came from Calypso. If you just jump out and start to sing soca, you're
missing.
You're going to hit a flat spot.
Yeah, you're gonna miss a key foundation that you need.
The foundation is always Calypso. So once you come up with that understanding of Calypso and what it's all about, then you, as a soca artist, you go beyond leaps and bounds.
Yeah, man.
Bongs. So this is Melting Pot here.
Yeah, man.
Tell us a little bit about the performances. We saw the interview with Marshall, but the other performances?
The other performances was electric. And the funny thing is, a lot of the new artists, because we had an opportunity to talk to them as well, they were so in an awe because they say they grew up watching Marshall on TV. And to be actually on a stage opening for Marshall is something that is so surreal to them right now.
You now say something there. I'm not a cut. Some of the younger artists, like what age?
Kid Vicious, all these guys, some of these guys not even 18.
Solia is 48. I grew up watching Marshall on TV.
Well, on the,
I tell you, no, Marshall.
I used to tell you, 43 years the man doing this thing. 43 years according to his mom. 43 years.
48. Marshall around 43 years.
Right?
You get?
So when they were so thing to be able to be opening, and then Claudette, Tian, I mean, he brought out Flames, he brought out Unku, and I mean, the performance, the overall show with everybody, it was well put together.
Well, it's 43 years by 41, eh?
But you actually see when Marshall performed, brother, with the dancers, you see the level, and this is no disrespect to no other artists out there, but when you see the level, the energy, the execution with the dancers, you're watching Marshall and you feel like if you're watching an international act because of how
that's what he's written.
Right. How it is put together. You know, man, from the dancers to the coordination to everything to the band.
Wow.
To the band. So you have to give him the credit, man. I mean, man.
You gotta remember too, Marshall went beyond being an entertainer and he studied every aspect of music, from the song engineering to the. So when a song engineer make a mistake,
he does know.
He knows.
He does know.
He know every aspect of it. So the song engineer now can't tell him no BS.
Yeah.
Because he know it's BS. So that's not what I'm saying.
watching Marshall last night. Marshall turn around and face the band, and Marshall will get this.
Exactly.
We like really think that me saying, but everything's sounding good to we.
Yeah.
But Marshall's like
he knows.
So he knows. So he's a man. He goes for that precision.
Correct.
He goes for that precision, and you have to give him credit because you see what he do. You know what I mean? And one of the questions that I asked him is, now that you do all of this, what is next? Marshall, I thought he would have said, well, this is it. The man turned around and say he wanted to do an album for him. Not necessarily soca, not dancehall, but an album for him.
I also heard him say that he wanted to develop a sound for the Caribbean.
Yes, a unique song.
A unique song, so that he knows the Caribbean. So it's not bouillon versus this versus that versus the other. the Caribbean just have this song.
Yep.
That's an interesting project. But I'll tell you this, in the transformation, there's a nice shot here. That's the no belly shot. The transformation. You got back to the belly shot. All right. We have a NBS and a BS. This is the belly shot. All right, so no, in all the evolutions of Marshall Montano.
Yeah.
And I said it because from the ad, I think it was from the ad. No, when he landed in Antigua.
Yeah.
And I see dye beard. Was he here? Dye with us advertised for? Bigen. I don't know if it's Bigen he's using. But it's good, eh? I'm telling you, you might need some. So you have a little grace coming out. I don't think with my grace, but you have a little grace coming out there. Anyway.
I'm working with it.
I don't know if he's using Bigen, but from the time I see him dye the beard, because for the last how much ever years, he in monk mode.
Yeah.
With the grey beard and
with
the grey and yeah. When I see him dye that and it gone black, I know already that Carnival 2026, Marshall gonna transform again and probably go back to a younger version of himself. I tell him because he don't start with the look you see. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what he does. And I was explaining that to somebody. Marshall is a character, you know. Marshall is being character mode. I want you to understand that, eh? It's not just Marshall, is the entertainer, and he's an entertainer in all forms.
Yes.
But he is, remember Madman when he sang Madman, and then he had another Madman tune, and another Madman tune, and Insane, and all them tunes. Remember Marshall was walking around the place. I think he had jumped up on a street sign, and was shaking it up like a madman. He was in a role. The man just play a role. He in character. So he just come with a theme now. And all great entertainers do that because you need a theme for yourself. And I see the rain come down here this morning, boy.
That passing cloud. Usually, you know what's funny?
Passing, eh? Yeah.
Is that passing cloud?
Well, no, I'm watching hills.
That passing cloud,
right
man.
Now the hill's not alive with the song, the music.
And you know what's funny? After Rise, is usually rain. Get this. Yeah. Because this is what has bring people outside because Rise the event, right?
Yeah.
When you're doing Rise, people know they have a truck that is taking the people outside of the stadium.
Yeah.
And there is...
Don't kill yourself this Saturday now. Survive. Right? We don't know what you attempt here. All right?
They just go around the event and then take people home. So this does be the weather for it. So
nice one.
Yep.
Breakfast fete, needless to say, this will be the opposite. Eh? It's hot sun in my backside tomorrow morning. So while I have the live here, we already touched on Melting Pot. We will leave you with a performance by Marshall Montano. A little piece of the performance, and maybe I'll get the whole thing over the weekend, or you know, who knows. But Breakfast Fete D268.
D268 Breakfast Fete.
Tell us about that, the life.
I mean, this Breakfast Fete has been going on for almost 30 years now. Folks know what to come and expect. It starts at 4 a.m. It starts at 4 a.m. I mean, and like Lil Bit said, she understands the formula. It starts with a build-up. So you have that early morning where you'll get like the rhythm section and the steel band and all them kind of thing to kind of like just get in that mood. And as the sun start to pick now, you start to hit the stage, you get in the veteran artists, the older, the seasoned artists, the ripe artists according to Papa Lord Nelson, who is here, by the way, for Breakfast Fete.
We have an interview with him, but you'll see that tomorrow.
Yep. Also Gypsy is here as well. King Short Shirt, which is like the king of Antigua. Because don't matter how much Breakfast Fete you do, when he get up on that stage and he started saying, nobody don't run me, nobody don't run me. Listen, it has set the tone. So you have all of that. You have all of that, and then you start to transition into the different, the mid artists and them. So you have like the Iowa. You have like
the butterfly, the shadow, the wave. No. You have the Iowa and the pause. And a fully cap and something.
Yeah.
What's if you know what we're talking about? You know about that dancer?
You know about that dancer?
You know about that? The Iowa.
the butterfly, shadow, and wave.
You know that one,
everybody.
Butterfly.
But you know what? I used to confuse. I used to thought Ronnie McIntosh was the one who did that song. I don't know why. For a time, I thought it was Ronnie, you know.
No, man.
No, but I thought it was
Oh,
Ronnie.
you thought it was him?
I thought it was Ronnie.
It wasn't Ronnie.
Right?
Wasn't Ronnie.
But you
Right?
have that transition. Part of the old school, you have Baron. Baron is here. Poser.
Poser here.
Yeah, Poser is
Hey,
here.
as we talking about the past generation, I have to acknowledge this before we continue with the Breakfast Fedcast, and then we'll give you a Marshall right as we close. Condolences to the family of Funny.
Yeah, man. Oh, wow.
Funny
yes.
passed away, I think it was day before.
Day before yesterday.
And I really didn't get the opportunity to message me and that kind of thing now. Funny is one of the legacy Calypsonians that has ever existed in Trinidad and Tobago. An entertainer in the highest regard, and a real down-to-earth brother. I'm so sorry to hear about his passing, and condolences going out to the family.
Condolences, man. Yeah, man. So you have all that, and then you transition now into the midstream artists. You have the Iowa, you have Pumper, you have just added Skinny Fabulous.
Oh, you're busting our mag this morning?
Busting
okay,
mag
all right,
this
no
morning.
problem.
All right.
I know that was a surprise.
Yeah, man.
But Skinny is going to be here?
Skinny is going to be here. Voice is here. Voices
headlining.
All right, Voices headlining. All right. So let me tell you something, people. Breakfast Fed, if you ain't get your tickets, go and get your tickets. Now, apparently, the tickets are very, very scarce and few.
Yeah. Actually,
right?
It's very hard to get a ticket right now.
It's very hard to get
Yesterday,
a ticket
I came
right
down
now.
to the restaurant,
Right.
and they had people like touring and the beach and stuff. And a woman spotted me. She from Toronto. She come running. She and about 5 of her friends. And she said, boys, watch your show every morning. You know, I see you was here last year, so I come down this year for the Carnival. And she asked me for a picture and thing now. And I said, well, you know, where you going to be? She said, well, we going rice, and we going this, and we going that. But she ain't called breakfast. The Breakfast Fed, the 260.
D260.
She didn't call that one. And I said, what going on with that? She said, boy, we're trying to get tickets. And I gave the life her number.
And
so if the life has not contacted you yet, it's not on me.
We take care of her. I spoke to her last night. She good. She good.
Oh, you took care of her?
Yeah.
All right. I
She
could
good.
come close to you know.
Yeah, man, she
I was
good.
about to separate
No,
myself, but that's all right.
She
No
is
problem.
good. She is good. And if she was watching right now, all right, it was great talking to you last night.
Yes, Roxanne.
And Roxanne, everything worked out. She said she's so excited, so she's going to be there.
Nice, man.
All right, people, Breakfast Fed is going to be a movie. When I tell all you a movie, Flames, the entire Flames band is performing. Claudette Peters celebrating 25 years with her full
you wake up
band.
face?
With her
Jeez,
full
don't go breakfast fed with that wake up face, you know. Don't go breakfast fed with that wake up face, you know, partner. All right.
All right.
Right, so it's going to be a movie.
It's going to be a movie,
All right.
and just so we add, we have the Medicaid, we have the Medusual, which has been added to the Breakfast Fed.
Wait, hold on. Repeat that. Say that
The
again.
Medusual. I want to be
It's not.
careful.
It's what?
It's the medical
medicinal.
Medicinal.
Oh, I want to know what he was trying to say.
I was
medicinal. I thought medicinal.
I was trying to say it in a way where I don't get the station in trouble.
No. That is medicinal herb.
Medicinal herb.
It's going to be there.
It's going to be available at Breakfast Fed, folks. You just go now, and we have the system set up where you go and you get carded right there on the spot, and then you go into this area where you'll be able to get from the edibles to the gummies to everything. So, but you have to stay in that area, people, because remember, when you go in that area to do that, you stay in that area and do that. Don't go in the area and then come out. It's not a good look.
Is that area first?
No, you can't. You have to stay in that area.
All right, so we wrap things up for this morning, but we want to leave you with a performance by Marshall Montano. And as I leave you with that performance, we're going to give you a nice portion of the performance from Melting Pot.
Remember, later on today, folks, I Love Soca with Energy. We're doing it live from Vibes FM here in Antigua. And that show that be mad. We're bringing all the artists for Breakfast Fed. They will be in the studio live today from 2 o'clock. So you have to tune in.
All right, yeah. So, say all the artists, yes. We leave you with Marshall. We will be back on tomorrow, Sunday. Keep it right here on Synergy TV and enjoy. We gone.
Everybody jump! Go! Party! Let me hear you say! come here to party? What, Dudley? Did you come here to party? Oh my yeah! Did you come here to party? Listen, I'm talking to everybody whose hand is like this. Put away your phone. Put away your bumper-clad phone. Put it down. Your arm is straining. Nobody don't care about your footage. We come here to party. Put away your phone. Put your flag in the air. Everybody sing like this. Sing the verse. How are we tell you say? All work and no play, me say. No, tell him. I need a stress reliever. 2 drinks in my hand and a girl in the middle. I think what we need to find. Put away your phone one time. Up in the sun. You'll find me and my friend. We work so hard all week. We deserve it. You deserve it. So you deserve it. Yeah, we deserve it. Tell your friend and them. Tell your friend and them. We want your friend and them. Let's get it started. I say. All the soccer masters and the church. By the truth. Where we started by the truth. Party on the road. Party on the road. Line it up. Bring the shots and line it up. Party on the road. Party on the road. Look at vibes in the back. Watch my pen and in the front. Party on the road. It's a party on the road. Man in the air. Man in the air. Man in the air. So let me see your hands up in the air. Wave them up in the band. People from everywhere. Welcome up to the land of the party. We love to party. Well, yo. Cause life is for the living, so we living it. And thanks is to be given, so we giving it. So don't be late. The truck and them can't wait. We are thing to celebrate. Go like this. I see burning flames. Do some rock music last night. I want to do some rock music in Antigua. Come on. Party like a rock star, playing with my new toy. I'm gonna be a big man someday. I got blood on my face, big disgrace. We gonna party all over. Sing it. We will rock you. We will rock you. One more time. Party like a young boy, playing with my new toy. I'm gonna be a big mess up. I got blood on your face, big disgrace. We gonna party all over the place. Sing it. Well, do it now. Well, let me do it now. All the ready to do it. Go like this. Do it. So, 1, 2, 3. Do it and do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it and do it and do it. Yes, we're on it. Do it and do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it and do it and do it. Yes, we're on it. Rock it on the air. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it and do it and do it. Yes, we're on it. Do it and do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, so come on, sister, control. Started by the troll, Larry started by the troll. Party on the road, it's a party on the road. Line it up, bring the shots and line it up. Party on the road, it's a party on the road. Look at times in the back, watch my pedal in the front. Party on the road, it's a party on the road. So let me see your hands up in the air, wave them up in the band. People from everywhere, welcome up to the land of the party. We love to party. Well, yo. Cause life is so ready? Are you ready for Antigua Carnival? So don't be late. Start the bomb. Start the bomb. 1, 2, 3. Start the bomb. Look where we reach again. End up in a party in this. Even though I never wanna change. It's a 1,000 and 1,000.
to Breaking Dawn.